Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be going over the Go Pass August rewards as I do have it completed. So I'm going to be going over and basically collecting all the rewards and seeing what we're going to get. So first things first, we're going to just put on a star piece and a lucky egg as I will be gaining, I'd imagine, quite a bit of Stardust and a bit of XP throughout it. So may as well utilize those rewards to its maximum. Anyway, so yeah, we'll just pop those ones on and then we'll go into the pass itself and see what we basically get from it. So we do also have the Go Pass Deluxe Max Finale, which I'll probably do another video for all those rewards later on once that is completed, probably after this weekend, I would imagine. But yeah, so currently sitting at rank 123, so we'll just start things off and we'll just start collecting the rewards. So we'll get 10,000 XP, we'll get the Stardust, we'll get some Pokeballs, so we'll get all the items first and then we'll go over the encounters and see what we get. So we get a few candies for Sobble, some XLs, some more XP, more Stardust, which is pretty good. So I wonder what we're going to end up getting overall in terms of XP and Stardust. I'd imagine quite a bit. And then all the obviously premium items, and we do got a few encounters there. As you can see, we got the Diglett and the Clamperl by the looks of it. And then we'll get the Sculpt candies, get some raspberries, more XP, more Stardust. Reward has already been claimed apparently, even though it hasn't, but it is what it is. And then we'll get some max particles, which is absolutely amazing considering this weekend we do have all the Dynamax and all the other raids out and about. So we're going to have the Eternatus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't really know, to be honest. I haven't really played the new game, so all these new Pokemon are all familiar. Unfamiliar, my apologies. So yeah, it's all new to me, to be honest, but that's okay as we still progress through the game and do what we can. Whilst I've got the time to be able to actually play the game, as my lifestyle is pretty busy, so I don't really feel like I play as much as I probably should, but life sometimes does get in the way and sometimes we just need to do the best we can in life and use what time we do have to prioritize what's more important. And even though I do make Pokemon content every single day, at the end of the day, I still try to basically sleep as much as I can, train as hard as I can, work. I do have a full-time job as well, so trying to basically play Pokemon, it can be a little bit difficult. So I don't really play much to be fair, but I still play where I can. And as we're just progressing through all these rewards, we're currently at level 52 for the items, and then we'll go back and cycle through all the catches. Hopefully we can get some shinies in these or even some 4-stars. That'll be pretty good, but we'll see how that all goes as we are getting quite a lot of items, which is good. Anyway, how's everyone's weeks been so far? I know it's only Tuesday in Australia at the moment, but how's the week progressed? We had a good start of the week, getting productive, whether it be at work, school, wherever you guys are in life, as long as you guys are making the most of it. So we're just getting some Farfetch Candy XLs, which is good considering it is a regional over in the Asia country. So it is nice to be able to get those, as I am nearing, I think, a bit over 300 XLs for those. So I'll be able to level 50 my Farfetch or Surfetched, as I do have a shiny lucky one of both of those. So that'll eventually get 50'd for both, hopefully, but we'll see how that progresses along. And then, yeah, we'll just continue getting all these rewards. So just some more Ultra Balls. I clicked on the Welmer. I better just catch that once it decides to load. So it is a Dynamax one at 620. So we'll catch this one, see what the IVs are. Hopefully it's good, but if it isn't, it isn't. That's okay, as it'll probably just get scrapped, as I don't really keep, honestly, Dynamaxes unless it is pretty much a high IV one, even if it is, I guess, relevant in a sense, as they say. I don't really keep them. It's just no point. Yeah, so it's a 14, 15, 11, so that'll go in the bin later. All right, and we'll continue assembling a rocket raider. That's exciting. Another rocket raider, so we're getting 2 of those, which is fantastic. To be able to use the get some 12-kilometer eggs and try and hatch a shiny Salandit, which is good. I may as well just catch these Pokemon as well while I'm at it. And that way I can just go throughout the whole course of it. So we've got the Sobble at 439 CP, so I wonder if this one's good or not, but we'll catch it and find out. And this one, and that's caught, which is good. Yeah, so 439 CP, it was 11, 10, 11, so that is 100% going in the bin. Once I have finished the day, so at the end of the day I basically clear out everything. So I do have a search filter that basically makes it easy when I do dismantle and discard pretty much all the daily catches, as I do only like to basically keep shinies, 4 stars. I'll keep the shadows, that's also included in the what am I trying to go at? I don't even know what I'm trying to say here, but just keep it in. As I have stated numerous times in the past, I do like to be as authentic as possible, and for whatever reason this encounter does not want to load. So we'll close the game and just reopen it. Now actually I'm using a spare phone to do this because I don't have a camera. Maybe that's something I can work towards once we get to, I don't know, 1,500 subs or maybe 1,000 subs. Maybe I'll go look at getting not a cheap camera, but reasonably priced one, not too expensive, not too cheap, but something that can, make the quality just as good as, I'm recording on my normal phone for the video, and then I'm using a spare phone for it, so it's not ideal in terms of situation, but you know what, we just got to work with what we have, and that's all we can do in life until we can put ourselves in a different position to be able to progress, as they say. All right, so we'll catch this one. Yeah, so it was a Diglett, 267 CP, so probably not the greatest, to be honest. We'll just fast catch that and move on into the next one. So I didn't actually catch it, that's annoying. So we'll try this one up again. I'll throw a Ultra Ball at it and a Raspberry. Hopefully that catches it this time, which I think it may have. Oh, and it's 10 AM now, so all the weekly tasks have actually reset, so that actually works out really well, as obviously need to catch 75 Pokemon, use berries, great throws, all the standard stuff, so it's actually fantastic, as I can use the berries and get the great throws done while I'm catching all of this. So we've got a Clamperl at 534 CP, which I think, from memory, is pretty good, I think. It might be a 98. We'll have a look. It's fast caught that one. So 534 CP, I know 14, 15, 12, so it wasn't actually that good. I thought it was. Must be 540 or around that mark for a good one at least anyway. And then we'll continue catching on throughout these. So we've got the Scrolp as well, so we'll catch this one, 447 CP. So no idea if this is good or not, but it's the joys of it all, not remembering what CPs are. It's always a nice little surprise, as when you don't expect anything, you can never be dissatisfied in a sense. So it's good when you have expectations in life. It can, just not, if it doesn't pan out the way you want it to, it can be a detriment to how you feel in the moment. So that's why I just don't really have any expectations in regards to anything. Things happen for a reason. I'm a pretty firm believer of that. Where are we going now? That Scrolp is putting up a fight, does not want to catch. I have thrown multiple balls at it. We're going to throw a Golden Berry at it now and an Ultra Ball, as I just want it caught. Hopefully that one caught at that time, which I think it did, as we've got 2 past tasks updated, so that's good. And then we've got a Chimecho, which is obviously a boosted Stardust catcher Pokemon, so it's pretty good. So 945 CP. see how this goes. So yeah, that one got caught, which is good. And then we'll move on to the next one. We've got an Amora, which is a 561 CP. No idea if this is anywhere near good or whatnot, but we'll catch it anyway. So yeah, 561, and that looks like it did not actually get caught. That's frustrating. So we'll throw another one at it and see how this one goes. Hopefully that one caught it this time, which I think it did. Yep, 561 caught, so 10, 14, 15, and that Chimeco wasn't that great either, so that'll get discarded at the end of the day. So yeah, we'll continue. Now we're on to the Aerodactyl. So 1165, yeah, no clue if this is good or not. Might even be a 4-star, who knows. But yeah, I haven't actually gone for my run yet today, as I have got the day off, so I'm gonna run, I'll finish this video, I'll schedule it probably for later today, maybe at like a 2 PM release. And then obviously my video for the running series will come out at 5, as I'll finish this and I'll go for my run, come home, have my lunch. I've got a job interview later today for another place, so we'll go see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, that's okay. And then we got a Sableye Dynamax one, so that's exciting. So we'll catch this one and see if it's good. Hopefully it is. As I think I've got one 4-star Dynamax, which is a Scorbunny, which I'm keeping for a future community day, whenever that does come into fruition, whenever that does happen to be. It might be later this year, or it might be even early next year. Who knows at this point. But yeah, no, that Sableye wasn't good. 11, 13, and 15. Alright, we'll continue on with this. So where are we up to now? So now we're getting a Pawmi. We'll catch this one as well. So 262 CP. Yeah, I don't know how this video is going to be. This is the first real one where I'm actually talking properly in-game, playing at the same time. So I don't know how it is. Let me know. I'm pretty chill as a person. And it was a 12, 15, 12 on this one. Obviously I had that other video I posted, I think a couple of weeks ago now. Time does really fly by really quickly, but that was more of a appreciation post to everyone that has subbed along the way. And we just, yeah, as I always like to mention in the videos, it is truly appreciated, all the support that I do get. As you know, I started these videos, on day 78, I think, or 79 at the moment, and yeah, we're amassed nearly 600 subs in that time, so it's pretty fantastic. I reckon we could even push to 1,000 by the end of the year, depending on how much more I post and what other sort of ideas I do formulate along the journey. But that chance was pretty good, 14, 14, 14. And then we'll go on to the next one. So what are we catching next? I think it was a Skidoo. Hopefully a shiny one, that'll be nice, but it isn't. And 507. And I think for memory, I think you'll want like a 536 for this one, as I do remember seeing all the, what are those in-game events, the safari events, when those were all overseas, how they were in the quests and whatnot. I remember seeing JT Valor and a few of the other Pokemon YouTubers I do occasionally watch. JT Valor is honestly the only one I do watch every single day, as I find his content's the best. And I remember him always saying 536 for the hundo for that, but that wasn't on this occasion. And then we got this Gossifleur, however you want to pronounce it. And that was caught pretty easily. We'll see how this one is IV wise. Sometimes I make mistakes when I speak, but you know what? We're all human. And this is why I believe in being as authentic as possible as an individual. Like, you know, I can obviously edit out these parts where I make mistakes. I can edit and stitch out clips and do all that sort of stuff, but you know, that's not really being true to who you are. And you know, I am a big firm believer of just being as real as possible and just showing showing a vulnerable side of yourself. I feel like it creates a more relatable experience, whereas I feel like a lot online these days, a lot of people try to be someone who they're not, and I think being as real can help mitigate that and just, you know, just show everyone, you know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all, you know, do things probably a little bit different than what society expects us to do, but, you know, just be you. So that's what makes us, I think, the best possible versions of ourselves. And yeah, anyway, so we'll continue catching this one. So we've got the Cub Chew on this occasion, 439 CP on this one. See how this one should be able to catch up pretty easily, but for some reason all these Pokemon like to jump out all the time, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. We'll just continue persevering. And then we've got this Dhelmise on this one. Obviously this was a raid exclusive, I believe, at one point when it was first released. It might be still strictly just in the raids, but I'm sure it's been in the quests before. So that was a 1246 CP, so 14, 14, 12, not the greatest, so that'll be in the bin as well later today. Alright, and then where are we up to now? So we're at rank 123 and we're just at 57 rewards, so we've still got a little bit to go. So this might be like a 10-minute video, which is probably obviously the longest I would have posted, even with the shorts as well. So that Darumaka was at 605 CP. And then we'll go down and we'll continue catching. What are we on now? We're on a Farfetch, which looks like a Galarian one. So is it shiny? No, it isn't. 682 CP. So we'll throw a berry at it. Yeah, I'm using a golden berry. That doesn't really bother me at all, to be honest. I just want it caught comfortably, which hopefully it is, which it looked like it was with those notifications down the bottom. All right, and then what are we on next? We are catching Gible. So this is obviously a shiny boosted Pokemon, so let's see how we go. And no, it isn't. So 451 CP. Throw a Pineapple Berry at it. Obviously I don't need the candies for this one, as I do have, I think, quite a lot of them. Let's have a look. Yeah, 866, I mean 8,666. And that actually made me complete that task, which I've been holding on for a few days. It was catch a dragon type for 3 rare candies, so that's exciting. I was able to tick that one off, which is good. All right, what have we got next? We've got another, what's this one? Drampa, I think it's called. Yeah, so Drampa, 1229 CP. I'll throw a berry at that one. Silver Pineapple, as obviously it doesn't really spawn that much, so it's good to get the candies when you can. And if you got the pineapple berries to utilize extra ones, you may as well use it. As you can see, only 325 candy I do have for that overall. And then we'll go down and we'll get the next one, which is a, what's this one? Marowak. All right, so 762. We'll probably just do a normal raspberry at this one. And yep, that got caught, which is good. And then we'll progress on to the next one. So we've still got 97 rewards to claim, so that's quite a lot. Obviously a few of those are going to be Stardust ones. So we've got Velma. All right, so now we're back on the item. So we've caught up with all the catches, so we're going to get some more Stardust, more XP, a raid pass, more Stardust. So this is actually really good. And get some XLs, get some more candies. We'll catch you Samurai, I think it's called. Yeah, 1157, so no clue if this is good or not, but we'll catch it anyway, as is with tradition. Yeah, and I was easily caught, so we'll go on to the next one, which will check an IV appraisal first. 11, 10, 13, so pretty average at best, to say the least. I know we'll go down, and I think the next catch was going to be a Sneasel. So the Wolverine lookalike, I like to call it, as I did do in that video a little while ago. I can't remember which day. I think it was only about 9 days ago. I think it was like day 70 or something. So we'll catch this one, hopefully. Yeah, that got caught. I do like to quick catch a lot just because it is time efficient. But with this other phone, it is a bit of an older one, and I'm not gonna lie, it is relatively slow. So I think, yeah, once I get a camera at some point, which will be obviously a lot better, I'll be able to make better quality videos, hopefully. And then we've got a Frigiback spawn as well. So this is obviously now shiny available, which is amazing. I do have, I think, a couple of them from the event that it was released in, which was what, GoFest, I think it was, or Unova Tour, or whatever event earlier on in the year. Alright, and then we're getting a raid pass, an incubator, some rare XLs, which is awesome. Some Dreepy candies and XLs. Oh, we've got a Salandit there, so hopefully that'll be a shiny. So we're getting our Dreepy spawn first, and then we'll go into the Salandit. Fingers crossed it is a shiny, which will be absolutely amazing. As I did state the other day, I don't really hunt the 12-kilometer egg, so I've got a bag slot for it. Like if I got a radar, like I'll obviously not spin a Pokestop and I'll get the egg, as I don't like to do the leaders if I don't have an egg slot. As you just got to utilize for resources that you have, and because I don't particularly like to spend money on this game as much anymore, trying to use these free items and whatnot, which is ideal. All right, so let's check the Salandit now. Let's fingers crossed it's a shiny, and it isn't a shiny. So 460 CP, no clue what these IVs are going to be, but can it be a female one? That'll be good. As the male ones are obviously can't evolve, and it is a bit pointless. So we caught this one throw, and it isn't a female, but the IVs are 11, 12, 15. So yep, that'll go in the bin again later today. All right, next one up. All right, so we're getting close to the end here. So we're getting the Moltres candies now. Some more Stardust, some more XLs, an incubator, and then we're getting our lucky trinket as well. And then we're going to get the Moltres with the background. So let's see if it is a shiny, which would be amazing, but it isn't, but that's okay. So we're sitting at 1933 CP. So this probably isn't good, I would imagine, but we'll catch it anyway. We'll see what it is, and we'll go from there, and then we'll claim all these Stardust ones while I've got the star piece active. Yeah, so there's the one at the background. So it's a 13, 13, 10, so very average, but that's okay. All right, so I think that was it in terms of that, and then we'll claim the Evies. May as well just claim these Stardust rewards. So it was 50 of them, I think it was, so 3,500, so not too much, but that's all good. And then we got these August weekly tasks, which I'll most likely complete on my run today. And then we've also got the max finale rewards as well, which, as I said, I'll do another video for that probably later in the week for it. But yeah, we'll do a quick 4-star in case there was a 4-star in those quests, which there wasn't. And obviously there was no shinies accrued during that. So yeah, until later today, I guess, or whenever this video does come out, all the best, guys, and thanks for watching. And hopefully we can get that shiny Articuno very soon, as that will be absolutely amazing. Anyway, guys, take care and see you on the next one.